What's up, guys? I feel like it's been a long time. It's only been about 2 weeks, but it feels longer. I don't know. So I'm here to make an update for my 22 and 23 week pregnancy update. I did have a doctor's appointment about 2 weeks ago now. I lost 2 pounds. My starting weight was 160. I was up to 168 and now I'm down to 166. So 6 pounds isn't too bad. I'm very happy with that. Another reason why my last update I said I was kind of annoyed that the doctor told me to kind of slow down on my weight gain, because they say by this point I should be at about like a 15-pound weight gain already. But with my son, I lost weight before I gained it. So I pretty much just kind of started watching what I was eating and kind of cut out some of the bad stuff. And it definitely worked out in my favor. So that is very good news. I couldn't be happier with that. Symptoms this week: leg cramps. Now, if anyone's ever had a Charlie horse in your calf before, you feel my pain. I have not fully gotten one yet. Every night I will jump out of my bed because I feel a Charlie horse coming, and I will catch it before it comes. Start doing stretches at like 4 in the morning because I am not getting a Charlie horse. I haven't had one since I was about a teenager, and the pain is still something I will never forget. I mean, my feet, definitely, that's another symptom. My legs and feet are always sore. I'm always on my feet. As a hairstylist, you tend to stand in almost the same spot. It could be for hours if you're doing a color or a haircut. So, I don't have any swelling yet. I know I'm probably going to at some point. I'm still a little early for that. I know it's just a matter of time before that starts coming as well. I definitely am in the uncomfortable stage. I feel very uncomfortable. I feel very big. I feel like I can't move. If I'm laying in my bed and I want to switch positions, I feel like I almost have to like throw myself to get to my other side. I'm getting out of bed. I have to kind of roll out of the bed. If I go to pick something up off the floor, it's very hard for me to get back up. I'm pretty much grabbing onto anything in reach to get back up. So that's very discouraging, knowing I'm only 23 weeks and I feel this uncomfortable. Like I said, with my son, I did not feel like this even when I was 40 weeks pregnant. I felt like I could move fine. Yes, I slept a little uncomfortable, but I'm just comfortable all the time. I feel just very large. I also feel like I'm in the part of my pregnancy where I feel very cute. My belly is really like showing now. I get asked almost every day at work, when are you due? We did some baby shopping. We still really haven't done too much clothes shopping yet. We actually spent more of our time buying my son's back to school stuff. He can be a little bit more expensive. He's got to be sick, so we got a lot of stuff for him. But we did get the crib delivered a couple weeks ago, so I actually did set that up. So I did buy like the bumpers and like a new boppy pillow, and I love the way the crib looks, by the way. I'm not going to show you guys any more of the nursery. I'm going to be having a nursery / kids room reveal when it's all finished and all said and done. I did show you guys like the paint just to show you guys like the color scheme of it, but at this point, I just want to wait until I have the whole room set up, and then I will give you guys a tour of that. But it is coming out so adorable. I love it. It's like my favorite room in the house. I find myself just laying in there all the time. Like I said, it is my son's room too, so he's in there all the time. We watch movies, and I just love being in there. It's just such a cute room. I love it. Absolutely love it. Movement. Evie is definitely moves a lot more than Giovanni did. She is on the go all the time. I still get my moments where I'm like, oh my God, did she move today? And then she will reassure me very quick that she's moving around in there. She's kicking my husband. And every time she moves, I always place my husband's hand there. And for the last couple of weeks, I would feel a kick and he wouldn't. Or he would feel one and I'm like, I didn't feel it. But he finally had his hand there and we both felt the kick at the same time. You can actually feel it from the outside now. She is almost on a schedule. She wakes up. I feel her moving about every 3 hours, and they say sometimes the schedule that they have in there of when they're awake can also be pretty accurate when they come outside the womb. She has some pretty powerful kicks. Like I said, my husband can actually feel them now. And I'm pretty sure she can actually hear him now because he does always talk to her. He's always trying to like mess with her and wake her up. Did set up a date for my baby shower. My sister is going to be planning it for me. Of course, with a little bit of my input. It's going to be September 9th, so it's the weekend after Labor Day. That's why I also really haven't bought too much stuff for her yet. Like, I'm mostly focusing on just my son and him going back to school. And because I know I'm going to get lots of stuff for the baby shower. I invited a lot of people. I also am starting to plan a maternity photo shoot. I would like to do that at some point. I'm thinking probably September, even early October. A nice fall photo shoot would look, I think, very nice with the leaves falling and everything else. I am trying to find a nice maternity dress, the one that has like the slit in the middle. And we're going to do a family photo shoot with my son, my husband, and myself. And we're going to just take some really nice photos. That's another thing I did not do with my son. But I've noticed with this pregnancy, when I was pregnant with my son, I was taking pretty much a picture of my belly almost like every week, if not every couple days. I was just obsessed with taking pictures. With this one, I don't really take too many pictures, so it will be nice to have like that photo shoot. Ooh, she's like actually moving right now. I can feel her. She's kicking away right now. So, I think that is all for the last 2 weeks of my update, my symptoms, and everything else. I guess I will show you guys my belly. It's definitely gotten bigger. She's popping out. I also feel like with this pregnancy, on how I'm growing, I almost want to say I feel like I'm growing the same way I did with my son. My son, the bigger I got, the more, because I've always had love handles. I've always been wider, like at the hips. And the further I get along, the more it tends to come in and grow more into my belly. So my waist actually gets like a little slimmer, but sticks out more. I am starting to feel like that with this pregnancy as well. They say girls, you tend to grow a little bit more wide. I don't really feel like that's the case. I did have somebody tell me that I did look wide. Thanks. But like I said, I definitely am just in that pregnancy stage where I just feel it very cute. I feel like the bump is just a perfect size. I tend to feel better the bigger I get, because the more bigger you are, the more pregnant you are. I just think pregnant women are cute, especially when you're just all belly. So I think that is all for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will post again next week. I try to do that every week, but sometimes life just happens and I'm busy and tired, and so I figured I would just do a 2-week, squeeze it in one video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I say it all the time. I appreciate all of you guys. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please hit subscribe, and you will get all my weekly updates throughout this pregnancy. And I will talk to you guys all again next week. Bye.